Mary Kay Cabot just said moments ago that she doesn't believe that the Browns want Baker Mayfield to start, so there will be no competition at the quarterback spot, and he'll be hard-pressed to get enough reps to get up to speed for week one. Tyrod Taylor made the playoffs last year, and he's a very talented quarterback. When it seemed like the Bills were going to move on from him prior to last season, I wanted the Jets to step in and go get him. That's how much I like Tyrod Taylor, and I wanted my team that I grew up rooting for to go get him. And the Bills held on to him, and we all know what they thought of him when they moved to Nathan Peterman in the middle of the season and stuck him out here down the road in Southern California against that front seven for the Los Angeles Chargers. He threw 5 interceptions, was totally destroyed. Tyrod Taylor comes back in. He plays in a playoff game in which it was a punt-a-thon, but the Bills still made the playoffs. We're still not talking about that drought there. He is good. But if you've gone 1-31, and you draft a quarterback 1 overall who's a Heisman Trophy winner and who's got it all out there on the line, who's just Mr. Confidence, you want to change a culture, he comes here to Southern California and tells our competition up the road to his face, you're a moron. This is what this guy stands for the Cleveland Browns. And you don't even give him a shot? That would be really surprising to me. Give him a shot. See what you got. And then you say to Tyrod Taylor, Tyrod, I'm sorry, but we need you there. You got to coach this kid up. And he is just 6 foot, so he might get hurt. And guess what? We might need you. And I'm sorry that this is the way it went, but this is the way it's going to go because that's the way it goes. And if they're sick and tired of losing there and the coach is lost too much and the organization is sick and tired of losing, well, guess what? 6-10, 4-12 might be what's best, so you don't go 0-31 anymore over 2 years because Baker Mayfield's the guy. And if he's not the guy, then you find out he's not the guy, then you put Tyrod Taylor in there. Or you go find somebody else who's a veteran. Am I wrong?
No. I think it's the short answer.
I mean, this kid, and I don't want to hear it anymore. Pro style, Carson Wentz is pro style. Is Deshaun Watson pro style?
He dominated.
Hold on a minute. Is Russell Wilson pro style?
Super Bowl champion.
I want to hear this Carson Wentz was pro style. You know what's pro style? The football Baker Mayfield was playing. It's more pro style. Who just RPO'd their way to a Super Bowl championship? With Nick Foles, I might add, with zero threat to run. Change your offense for Baker Mayfield, put him out there and see what the hell you got, and let him go and plant a Cleveland Browns flag right in the face of the Pittsburgh Steelers like he did to Ohio State. I'm fired up.
But why do you sign Tyrod Taylor?
Because you do need the option in case the kid's not right. You do need the option.
But Tyrod Taylor is a starting quarterback in the NFL.
They acquired him. They didn't sign him. They traded for him.
That's what I mean. Like, why do you go out and get this guy if you're going to go ahead and draft Baker Mayfield?
Because you do need to have somebody there to tell him what the hell to do. Who is the quarterback on that roster last year telling Deshaun Kaiser what's up? Who is the quarterback on a roster to tell John Manziel what's up?
But they could have had Saquon Barkley and Nick Chubb.
But they
don't have either of those guys.
You just heard Mary Kay say, and she's been covering the Browns forever, and she even stopped herself saying Manziel and Mayfield aren't the same. Manziel was somebody who came in with a ton of problems off the field, who admitted to Dan Patrick a month ago that he didn't even look at the playbook. He had no earthly idea what it meant to be a professional. Mayfield does. Although he doesn't look at the playbooks of the teams that he thought had no chance of drafting him. But, I mean, if Tyrod Taylor starts week 1, that's not a problem. If Tyrod Taylor starts week 8, that's not a problem. If Tyrod Taylor starts week 1 through week 17, that's not a problem. It's a problem if the team stacks the deck against Baker Mayfield and doesn't even give him a chance to get out there on the field because they think that this might mean, 2-14 again, and they're sick and tired of it, and they don't want to do it to the veterans. They don't want to do that. That makes I understand that, but if it works, what did Carson Wentz do his first year?
He was pretty good.
Will you look it up? Look up the record the first year. Look up the record. Look up Carson Wentz's first year record.
Carson Wentz was 7-9.
7-9. So let's say, let's give him 2 games worse, 5-11. It'd be tough. It'll be tough to get through it.
16 touchdowns, 14 interceptions.
But if Baker Mayfield's number one we are not in the era of number one overall quarterback sitting anymore for very long, or number 2 overall quarterback sitting for very long. Even Jared Goff got out there. Yeah. They basically had to get rid of Jeff Fisher and bring in somebody else for it to work.
Usually it's about half a season, maybe 10 games. Guys sit.
Has Baker Mayfield already shown he is absolutely not even completely ready, that they go into the training camp and they're like, they know what hey, look, they know their personnel better than I do sitting here in Los Angeles. Then that's even a bigger problem, I think. Compete. Come on, compete.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.